Avatar: Fire and Ash marks the return of James Cameron, and this is very clearly a movie designed to be experienced in IMAX right down to the scale and spectacle. Honestly, the one reason I secretly went in didn't pan out. No surprise, blue-painted cameo from my favorite actor, which still feels like a missed chance. The story itself is extremely familiar. Humans want to take over Pandora, the Na'vi are fighting back, and in the middle of all this, you still have the ongoing rivalry between Jake Sully and Colonel Quaritch. The stakes are higher now because Jake's family is directly involved, but if you've seen the last two movies, nothing here will surprise you. The film mostly repeats the same formula, just on a bigger and flashier scale. Visually, though, the movie is absolutely insane. I watched it in IMAX 3D, and what's on screen is genuinely overwhelming in the best possible way. The fire effects, the tiny floating particles, and especially the water sequences are next level. Shots that move from above water to below water are so immersive that it actually feels like you're floating along with the characters. When water splashes toward the camera, it feels like it's hitting your glasses. It's that real. One creative choice that stood out, both good and bad, is the use of two different frame rates. Some scenes are shot at 48 FPS, while others are at the standard 24 FPS, and the movie keeps jumping between the two. The high frame rate scenes feel ultra-real, almost like a high-end nature documentary. That realism works beautifully in open environments, but in indoor or lab scenes, the motion can feel a bit too fast. When it suddenly cuts back to 24 FPS, those scenes feel noticeably slower. If the entire movie stayed at one frame rate, you'd adjust, but the constant switching did break immersion for me at times, even though many viewers may not notice it. When it comes to plot and characters, the film doesn't really offer anything new. By the time it ends, it feels like you've watched a variation of the same journey again. The movie moves from point A to point B, but emotionally, it doesn't feel like the characters have truly progressed in a meaningful way. Because of that, the most engaging parts aren't the dramatic conversations or emotional beats. The best moments are the action in the purest sense, not just fights, but movement. Flying creatures, swimming underwater, riding beasts, and interacting physically with Pandora's world all look incredible. Anything visually dynamic works perfectly. But as soon as characters stop moving and start talking, those were the moments where the film lost me a bit. You can usually predict where the conversation is going, so you're just waiting for the next visually driven sequence to begin. Overall, Avatar: Fire and Ash is a good movie, and if I had to rate it on my personal mocktail meter, it easily gets a go for it. We don't really go to Avatar movies for groundbreaking plots, we go for the visuals, and on that front, this film absolutely delivers. Apart from the frame rate switching, I didn't feel there was anything major to complain about. Just go in with the right expectations. Expect stunning, immersive visuals and technical brilliance. Don't expect unpredictable storytelling or mind-blowing plot twists. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you in the next one. Also, please don't question my accessories. According to James Cameron, art is not questionable.